You've definitely held one of these in your hands, probably more times than you can count. But have you ever stopped to think about the massive multi-billion-dollar industry behind it? Well, today we're going to unbox the powerful, premium world of rigid boxes.
So let me ask you something. Think about the last really nice phone you bought, or maybe a beautiful watch, or even a high-end board game. What's the one thing that connects all of them?
You guessed it, it's that incredibly satisfying unboxing experience. And that experience is almost always delivered by something called a rigid box. So that's where we're going to start, the feeling and the function behind that premium moment.
So what is a rigid box, really? Well, to put it simply, it's a high-quality box made from super thick, sturdy paperboard, the kind that doesn't fold or collapse. It's built to be strong and stable from the get-go, giving you that substantial, luxurious feeling the second you touch it.
And let me tell you, brands are absolutely obsessed with them, and for good reason. A rigid box is basically their first handshake with you, the customer. It creates an instant feeling of luxury, and of course, it protects the product inside perfectly. Plus, it's like a blank canvas they can customize with fancy foil and embossing, all the stuff that makes a product just pop on the shelf.
Okay, so that premium feel is one thing, but the economics behind it? Wow, that's a whole other story. We're about to zoom way out and look at the sheer scale of this industry. And trust me, we're not talking about some niche market here. We are talking about a $100 billion box.
Just get a load of this. In 2025 alone, the global market for rigid boxes is projected to be worth almost $84 billion. And yes, that's billion with a B. It's a massive industry just hiding in plain sight.
And that growth, it isn't slowing down at all. The forecast shows it blowing right past the incredible $100 billion mark by 2034.
The engine driving all this is a 2.08% compound annual growth rate. Now, I know that might not sound like a huge percentage, but for an industry this big, it means billions of dollars in steady, reliable growth year after year after year. So, what's fueling this $100 billion engine anyway? I mean, where is all this demand coming from? Let's break down the key forces that are really pushing this market forward. You know, it really boils down to three big things. First, you've got the huge growth in luxury goods and, of course, e-commerce. Second, there's the massive consumer shift towards sustainable packaging. And third, you have this quiet revolution happening with technology and automation in how these boxes are made.
I mean, just think about the e-commerce effect. When you shop online, that box is often the very first physical thing you touch from a brand. So it has to be tough enough for shipping, right? But it also has to look amazing to create that memorable unboxing experience that everyone loves to film.
Technology is also a huge piece of this puzzle. Artificial intelligence is completely changing the game. It's helping create designs faster and with less waste. It's using high-speed algorithms to spot tiny defects on the production line, making sure every single box is perfect. It's a total game changer. Okay, so we've got the what and the why. Now let's talk about the where, because the global rigid box market is really a tale of two very different regions, and each one is playing a huge role in the industry's growth.
Right now, in 2024, North America is king of the hill. It dominates the market with its established brands and massive distribution networks. But you have got to keep your eye on the Asia-Pacific region. Why? Because it's by far the fastest-growing market, and it is closing that gap fast. So what's lighting the fire under all that growth in Asia? Well, a huge piece of it is consumer electronics. To really put it in perspective, just think about this. In the first 3 months of 2024, almost 70 million smartphones were shipped in China alone. And every single one of those phones needed a premium, protective, rigid box.
So, this all leads us to the really fun part. With all this growth and new tech and changing consumer demands, what does the future of packaging actually look like? Where is all this innovation headed?
Well, the future is definitely getting greener, and it's being driven by this powerful push for sustainability. For example, one company is pioneering tech to create packaging from tree bark, turning waste from wood production into biodegradable materials. This is exactly where the industry is going, a high-end feel with a low environmental impact. So if you're wondering where the smart money is going, check this out. While pretty much all types of rigid boxes are growing, look at the collapsible ones. They're projected to grow at a whopping 5.4% a year. It makes perfect sense, right? You get that same premium feel, but it collapses flat, which saves a ton of money on shipping and storage. It's the perfect solution for the e-commerce world we live in.
So the big takeaway here is that the simple box is becoming anything but simple.
It's evolving into a really sophisticated piece of technology. It's getting stronger, smarter, more sustainable, and way more personalized than we've ever seen before.
Which kind of leaves us with one last thought. As these boxes keep evolving and become an even bigger part of the product itself, you just have to wonder, what will that next unboxing feel like for you?